In this episode, I'll be taking you through the journey of my smallest bedroom, or what is used as my home office. You may wonder why a retired woman has need of a home office. I have been researching my family tree since 1974, when I was 16 years old. My office is set up specifically for my research and is used daily. The day I moved in, it was a small bedroom with white walls and very dark green carpet and a small closet. I purchased paint for the walls, the blinds, the desk at an auction for $5 and stripped and refinished it. The chair at Walmart on sale, and the credenza was given to me. Everything else is what I had on hand. It was fine for the first 5 years, but this year I was ready for it to reflect me. It all happened quite by accident. I walked in to do something on the computer and noticed that 4 of my security cameras were out. I started investigating that, and before you know it, I had the shelves pulled out to reroute wires and relocate equipment, and figured since the shelves are pulled out, I've been wanting to paint and make some changes, and within 4 days it was this. Now this is a better reflection of me and my taste. It's softer, brighter, more feminine, and makes my research much happier. It was just one of those bizarre moments when one little task snowballed into a complete makeover. I'll walk you through the changes, but I gotta tell you, most of it was a blur. Once I pulled out the shelves, slid them to another room to paint, I thought, I'm not a fan of hardwood floors, but this dark green carpet, while in good shape, is depressing, and it makes the entire room darker. I've almost stepped on Chloe, my cat, numerous times because I couldn't even see her. The carpet and paint color are not the only reason it is so dark in here. Those windows lead out to my back sun porch, as you may have seen in episode 2, so there's not a lot of direct sunlight coming into the room. So I ripped up a corner to see what the floor was like, and the next thing you knew, I hauled the rolled up rug to the curb and was pulling up carpet tacks. The floor underneath was not in the worst shape, but as I said, hardwood is not my go-to in decor. It's not that I don't think it looks beautiful in some rooms. I just prefer lighter rooms with softer surfaces. And since I was not in the position to replace the carpet, I decided I'd scrub it and go with a whitewash. It took me 3 times to scrub it clean enough and get it free of the debris from the carpet pad. But I got it clean and ended up having to go 3 coats of whitewash and 2 coats of polyurethane. I was happy at 2 coats of the whitewash, but there were imperfections that were still visible that I couldn't live with, so I went ahead and put on the 3rd coat, and I was happy with it. I painted and added quarter round to the baseboards to hide any gaps, primed and painted the desk, shelves, and credenza, and I painted my desk chair with paint that was made for leather and faux leather, and it came out great. I was stunned by how amazing it looked. I made the window treatment like in my kitchen in episode 3 out of foam insulation sheets and fabric. Added some curtains that I already had, and I replaced the palm prints that were on the wall with photos of both sets of my grandparents to keep the family tree theme. On the opposite end of the room, I had 10 generations of my tree on the wall. I go back much further, but only 10 generations would fit. I used my Cricut to cut over 250 names and hundreds of leaves. I loved the wall until I painted. Then I decided it was just too dark and heavy for the look I was going for, so I painted over it. Yes, it was painful. I decided to forego the whole Cricut route and just freehand it. And oh my gosh, the one thing I forgot to do that I did the first time was to tape off the space for the lines to keep it all square. And despite using a square and ruler, that oversight cost me. It's crooked enough to be noticeable, and it bugs me, and I will redo it, but not today. I need to get over it for a little while first. Even Chloe doesn't like how crooked it is. Look at her scolding me. If you've made it with me this far, you've endured 5 videos. These are my first videos, and I know all too well what a rocky start it has been, and that it has only improved slightly. So for staying with me, I would like to thank you. I had no plans to do YouTube videos when I bought my house, but luckily I did always get before and after pictures. I love doing DIY projects, and I have loved every second of everything I've done to my little house that I worked so hard for so long to get. I'm finally in my forever home, and everything I've done has been a labor of love, and I love sharing my journey with you. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more.